It's all fun and games till someone gets shot.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we have the most craziest news on the planet. First off, there was a guy who I bet in a live stream $1,000. I think you owe me money, bro. Pay up. I told you so. With that being said, let's read this crazy tweet from Harada. It's translated from Japanese to English via Twitter, so if this isn't a bar for bar, that's the reason why. Harada says, I'd like to share that I'll be leaving Bandai Namco at the end of 2025. With the Tekken series reaching its 30th anniversary, an important milestone for the project I've devoted so much of my life to, I felt that it was the most fitting moment to bring one chapter to a close. One thing that Harada did say is that he would leave and he would take Michael Murray with him. So far, I haven't seen any statement from Michael Murray, so he's probably sticking around for a little bit longer. My roots lie in the days when I supported a small local tournaments in the Japanese arcades and small halls and community centers overseas. I still remember carrying arcade cabinets by myself, encouraging people to please try Tekken, and directly facing the players in front of me. The conversation and atmosphere we shared in those places became the core of who I am as a developer and game director. This is really like the end of an era, bro. Harada-san, the last great developer. Don't remember him for Tekken 8, remember him for the 30 years that came before. I've been a big supporter of Harada. We know that season 2 kind of falls on Nikatsu and the season 2 developers. With him leaving the company, bro, that's like so much true, bro. Harada is like a legend. We got to remember him for that. Even as the times change, those expectations have remained at the center of my identity. And even after the tournament scene grew much larger, many of you continued to treat me like an old friend, challenging me at venues, inviting me to, for drinks at the bar. Those memories are deeply precious to me. In recent years, I experienced the loss of several close friends in my personal life, and as a professional life, I witnessed retirement or passing of many senior colleagues who I'm deeply respected. Those accumulated events made me reflect on the time that I have left as a creator. During that period, I sought advice from Ken, whom I respected as though he was another father, and received invaluable encouragement and guidance. His words quietly supported me in making this decision. It seems like the loss of, I can't remember his name at this moment, but Harada, basically he just lost a lot of developers. We've seen a lot of legends pass this year and last year, and Harada is thinking about that, and he's like, man, like, you know, I did everything I can for this franchise, and let me just enjoy what I have left. I don't know if it's touched on in this tweet or not, but I also know that in the most recent news article, you know, that same news article where that clickbait journalist was talking about how Harada wants to do a pay-per-view tournament or something like that. In that same news article, by the way, that's not true, but in that same news article, Harada was also talking about how he has like bad kidney problems, right? He used to drink a lot, and like his health and whatnot. So all signs kind of lead it towards this happening. But at the end of 2025, that is crazy. He said that he wanted to at least make Tekken 9 and, you know, support the game for another couple of years. But over the past 4 or 5 years, I gradually handed over all of my responsibilities as well as my stories and world building I oversaw to the team, bringing me to the present day. Looking back, I was fortunate to work with an extraordinary variety of projects, VR titles such as Summer Lessons, Pokken Tournament, Soul Calibur series, and many others, both inside and outside the company. Each project was full of discoveries and learning, and every one of them became an irreplaceable experience for me. To everyone who supported me, the communities around the world, and all the colleagues who have walked alongside me for many years, I offer my deepest gratitude. I'll share more about my next steps at a later date. Thank you very much for everything. Now, in the comment section of this, there's a video that we have with this as well. I'll try to play that if I can. But in the comment section of this, you have Nee saying the final destination for a long journey. Thank you so much for all of your hard work. I was able to truly enjoy Tekken series Mr. Harada have been involved with and create cherished memories. Please take good care of your health. VDX says, thank you for your hard work. You just have a lot of people saying thank you. A lot of people are just, you know, telling him thank you, right? And I think Harada definitely earned it. I know season 2 is bad. I was playing ranked earlier today and I was crashing out. But we also got to remember that this franchise wouldn't be possible without him, right? He's done everything that he could to get to this point, and now it's really up to the next generation. We knew the next generation was in charge. We knew the next generation was going to have to carry the torch, but I didn't expect to be here so soon. a lot of my faith, a lot of my trust, a lot of what I believed in was like Harada and Michael Murray and their ability, like their hold over Tekken. But with Nakatsu, who I assume will be taking up the reins. You know, maybe some other high up employee will be filling in Harada's shoes, and then Nakatsu will report to him. Whatever the structure is going to be, I don't know. But we know that Nakatsu is kind of like hands on the day-to-day Tekken, and it's really up to him now to like carry that torch and push it a step forward. You have this tweet here from the official Tekken Twitter, and they say a message from the Tekken 8 team. Harada, who was long led numerous projects, including the Tekken series, will be leaving Bandai Namco. This has come as the Tekken series finished celebrating the 30th anniversary, a milestone he deeply contributed to. As the executive director and producer of the franchise, Harada-san is making the appearance and meeting the community at the Tekken World Tour 2020 finals, and that's basically his last hurrah. The Tekken World Tour Finals. By the way, it's on January 31st to February 1st. That's major, bro. Major. To our fans, rest assured that we're fully committed to the future development and commitment for Tekken 8. We will continue to take community feedback on the game and its commitment to heart to ensure we uphold the vision and spirit built by Harada, dedicating our utmost efforts to ensure the legacy of Tekken series continues as a fighting game franchise beloved by the world. We express our deepest gratitude to Harada for providing the vision and continued success over the years. It's really up to Nakatsu, bro. This is his moment. I got faith in Nakatsu, bro. You know, I know a lot of people doubt him because of what Tekken 8 is right now, but you also got to keep in mind that Nakatsu played a big role in Tekken Tag Tournament 2 and also Tekken 7, so he got some credibility as well. We saw with Tekken 8 how it got a little bit out of control, so he's going to have to like reel that in a little bit, right? Speaking of Nakatsu, he says, "Thank you so much for leading the Tekken project for so many years. I am truly grateful for the opportunities to work with you and for all the things you taught me and helped me grow." Now, I want to see if I could play a little bit of this video here that Harada has made. Okay, so this thing that Harada made is an hour long. What I will do is for my next live stream, I will basically watch this whole entire hour preview. Currently in the midst of processing what it means for Harada to be retiring from Bandai Namco and stepping away from Tekken and everything else he did. I was kind of just on YouTube looking at the back end of things, and I looked up how many times I put Harada's name in the title of one of my videos, and it's a total of 319. This video you're watching right now will be 320. Such a profound impact, such an historic life. May he be celebrated and remembered and cherished forever. I'm going to add this part into the video, but something that I'm seeing on Twitter as well is that there are some people who is celebrating his departure, and then there's some people who are absolutely freaking out. They're saying, what's going on? Is season 2 really this bad? Me personally, I'm not going to put this on season 2. I just think he's did a lot, bro. 30 years. He worked really hard. We already know he wasn't really in control of Tekken 8. It was Nakatsu who was the lead in the charge. The Soul Calibur devs are the one. Now, he had the ability to pull people together and make people do things, and you know, he was the one steering, but it was Nakatsu's game at the end of the day. Now, I want to see if I could play a little bit of this video here that Harada's made. Okay, so this thing that Harada made is an hour long. What I will do is for my next live stream, I will basically watch this whole entire hour preview. So for now, that will be it. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.